Do you know how there are some people that aren't that physically beautiful, but they're still the most attractive person in the room? What I'm about to share with you is one of the most powerful techniques that I have learned that will completely change the way you live your life. But first of all, why is self-love so important? A few years ago, I had my first serious relationship, and I thought I was madly in love with this guy. Ever since I was a little girl, I had been desperately wanting a boyfriend because I really thought this person could make me happy, fulfill me, and love me unconditionally. So I was really excited when I got one. But my experience was a little bit different than what I had been expecting. I remember one day I was sitting wrapped around his arms, he was telling me he loved me, and all I felt was emptiness. I didn't feel anything. You see, the thing about self-love and how it works is that you cannot receive it or give it away unless you already have it. Because analogically speaking, you cannot pour water from an empty cup. You need to have it in order to give it away. You see, the thing is, we can only love other people at the level at which we love ourselves. If you don't love yourself, what you actually feel for the other person is not love, it is attachment. My first relationship showed me that I had a desperate need for love, but not the love of someone else, but my own love. This is when I started my self-love journey. And what I'm about to share with you are the 3 most powerful self-love techniques that I have learned on this journey. To love yourself means to accept yourself unconditionally, the good and the bad. And to do this, you need to get to know yourself first. You need to know your qualities and your flaws. You need to know your values. So the first technique is called the mirror technique. So what you have to do is go in front of a mirror and look into your eyes and see what you don't like about yourself. Maybe you feel like you're not good enough for some reason. Maybe you feel like you're not productive enough. Maybe you feel jealous. Maybe you don't like a certain part of your body. Find any emotion or quality that you dislike about yourself and say the following words looking into your eyes. Even though I feel ... like I'm not good enough, I don't like my belly, I don't like whatever, I still love and accept myself completely and unconditionally. And you have to say this affirmation over and over until something in your heart is going to happen. You're gonna feel like you are starting to accept that quality about yourself. Everyone has a different experience with this exercise, and just allow any emotion that comes up to manifest and just sit with it. If it's anger, if it's pain, if it's happiness, whatever it is, just leave it. It will consume itself and you will feel free after this exercise. The basis of self-love is self-acceptance, and this exercise will help you to accept all the traits about yourself that you dislike. The second powerful technique that I have learned that helped me to love myself more is use your love language. So there's a book by Gary Chapman that says that there are 5 love languages, which is physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, services, and gifts. So you can do an online test to find your love language and then use it on yourself. For instance, if your love language is quality time, then spend time doing something that you love, meditating or cooking something. If your love language is gifts, then buy yourself something nice. If it's physical touch, go to a massage. If it's words of affirmation, write yourself a love letter, and so on. The third technique, which is extremely deep and powerful, is shadow work. When you catch yourself judging another person, ask yourself, what part of myself do I deny and do not accept? You see, when we judge someone else, it's because we either have that quality and we don't like it, or we don't accept the possibility of us having that trait. Either way, you tell your subconscious mind that you do not accept yourself and that you do not feel like you're good enough. You need to understand that you do not have to be a certain way to be loved. You are lovable just the way you are. And I know that society or your parents might have taught you another thing, but love has nothing to do with achievements or the qualities that you have. It is your birthright. Imagine a little baby crying, being messy, peeing all over the place, just being clumsy. You still love that little creature unconditionally. This is unconditional love and what you deserve to feel. So when you start judging another person because maybe they're aggressive or they're arrogant, accept that you have those parts in yourself and just appreciate the fact that they always have a positive intention for you. For instance, being aggressive can help you in a life or death situation if someone attacks your children, or being arrogant can help you not to let others step over your boundaries and protect yourself. So every quality, whether you see it as positive or negative, they all have positive and negative traits to them. Every trait that you may see as negative actually has a positive side to it and has a positive intention for you. So I hope this video was helpful, and what I recommend that you do is fill your own cup with self-love in order to be able to give it to others. Because as I said previously, you cannot offer if you are not already full. Love yourself.